Hey there, Tech Guy 651 here. I'm out in my cluttered workshop slash shed garage. It's the only place I have to set up this stuff where my wife and kids won't complain about it. So I'm out here and I'm working on an old solar panel. This is one of those Harbor Freight solar panels. I actually got it from my dad, and I had a solder joint lift up just from use, of course, because it's from Harbor Freight. The resin and the pad actually just pulled up from use, and once I had it apart, I could push it down, push it together, and it started working. So I know that that's the problem. So I got this cleaned up, and I'm trying to decide what the heck to do about this. And I realize I bought this tape copper about a year or two ago off of Alibaba, thinking I would find a use for it. And sure enough, I can't solder directly to metal, but I can solder to this. And I know that because I tested it over here on another piece of metal. Once you've taped it down, you can build a little solder point on top of it and then wire to that. So now that I put that little sticky pad on there, we're going to get a little bit of flux going. So I know this isn't the right solution, and I know it's not even probably the best solution, but let's just melt this down, put a little bit on there. I've already put a little bit of solder on this tip here, and we'll just put that right down. I could see it move just a little bit when it's hot, but it looks like the stick will keep it down. And let's use the multimeter to check and see what the voltage is. I said voltage, but I meant resistance, and I just want to make sure that we've got some, that it makes contact across here, and it does. Look at that. All right, so I got some conduction. Awesome. And now, of course, we add a little bit of hot glue to the spot here. Not really set up for doing one-handed work. And we're going to fill in the gap there. That's probably way too much. But I think that'll do it. And after it dries a little bit, we always give it a little tug test. Yep, looks good. Moved outside because what's the rule about working on any electronics? Before you put it back together, you test it. So I can already tell the blue light is blinking, which is better than what it was doing the last time. It's in the shade, it's getting 7 volts. So let's see if we can do this one-handed. We're out on my patio where I have a bunch of crap too. That's what happens when you're too busy. Okay, we get a respectable unloaded 17 volts, way better than before. All right, let's see if I can button this up one-handed here. Just gotta wiggle that cord there. Yep, and I'll get the screws in. All right, got the screws in, and I can see even from my shop light that we've got a blue blinking light. That's better than what we had before. Looks like this is all wrapped up. And back in the window it goes to float charge my little outdoor cell phone charger. So I mostly made this video because I haven't seen anyone else online with a solution to putting a solder joint onto a piece of metal that didn't involve me having to go and buy new flux or some kind of a spot welder or something like that. I know that means that it's probably not the right solution, but sometimes we can't always afford to do the right solution, and we just gotta get by with what we got, especially with cheapo Harbor Freight stuff. So if that was helpful for you, like this video, leave a comment, tell me what you did with it. I love seeing that. And then if you're using the Brave browser, throw a little bat my way. I'd appreciate it.